This is the weekly weather forecast video for Monday, July the 30th, 2012. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening. Complex of showers and thunderstorms over the plain states and down into the southwest with the monsoonal flow. A couple of clouds off along the southeastern coast, and elsewhere it's fairly quiet. The watch warning map from a little bit before midnight had a severe thunderstorm watch over northern Minnesota that would expire later in the morning. Heat advisories and excessive heat warnings over the south, and some flood issues over the southwest, especially northwestern Arizona. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. Shows a lot of the rain is going to be well to our north, well to our southwest, and well to our south and east. Most of the rain you saw here was supposed to fall last night and later in the week. So let's take a look at this possible rain later in the week with the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. There's the heat ridge to our south and southwest. We still have a northwesterly flow aloft, but unfortunately temperatures will be fairly warm today, 80s and most likely some 90s if we can get a lot of sunshine across the area. No rain expected across our neck of the woods. That's the same case for Tuesday too. Upper 80s, lower to middle 90s, rain to our south and east, and really nothing around here. Sunny skies, and even into Wednesday, sunshine and temperatures in, well, at least the 80s to lower to middle 90s. Not overly hot, not like last week, we can say that for a fact. Here Thursday, you can see a frontal system will be moving closer that could spark off some showers and thunderstorms, about a 20 to 30% crack at it. They'll be very isolated, very spotty. Friday, they'll be just exiting the state. Friday afternoon, could see some in the eastern counties Friday afternoon into the evening. Otherwise, it will be clearing. Here on Saturday, most of the precipitation looks to be to our north, although we can't rule out an isolated shower or storm around with a system nearby, but highs will still be in the 80s to lower 90s. And after that moves past Sunday, it's going to cool off a little bit back into at least the 80s with mostly sunny skies and slightly lower humidities by that point, and that'll feel good. And even by next week, you can see the main storm track is just to our north, but the main heat is well off to our south and west. So it's not going to be overly hot. It'll be seasonal with temperatures in the 80s and maybe some precipitation. We'd have to wait and see if this pans out in future runs, but most of the precip looks to be to our north. A couple days later on August the 10th, the 594 ridge is building up again, closing in on us once more. And the storm track well to our north once again, and that seems to be a recurring theme. And with that, there could be an isolated shower or storm coming over the ridge, but otherwise it's going to be dry and it's going to warm back up again. And this will be about the time for State Fair at that time. And at the end of the forecast, August 14th, there's the 594 ridge. We seem to just plant one right over the southwest or the southern plains or right over us. Well, in this case, it's over Colorado, New Mexico. Trough coming into the northwest could kick off some showers there, and we would hope this is right, a big MCS. Hopefully it brings the rain, but not the severe weather. Now time for the week with our forecast. you for watching the weekly weather forecast video. We'll have our regular forecast video on Tuesday.